have changed.
I feel like that's true because like I
been a
really
very
started
long
liking
time.
olives
Say that,
recently.
About half my life
I'm
ago,
just saying
I'd
it's
say.
such a
Have your taste buds changed about tomatoes?
no.
Is that a taste or a texture thing though?
Both. I think I don't like the texture. I also don't like the taste.
Even
Yeah.
cooked tomato? Like, do you not like tomato sauce and stuff?
I
Or
like
is it...
tomato. I just don't like. I don't like chunks, but I find tomato sauce that you're not just like if it's just a tomato sauce, I wouldn't like it. If it was just tomatoes ground up. To
No,
make
but
a
if there's
paste.
like garlic and blah blah and like a spaghetti sauce.
Now, correct me
I
if
like
I'm wrong,
spaghetti
Matthew.
sauce, but I gotta add a bunch of stuff.
I think you have had. I'm forgetting the name for it, but it's Italians will finely dice tomatoes with some spices
Bruschetta,
and olive oil. Bruschetta, thank you.
Come on.
You're okay with it? Was just I was drawing a blank. Bruschetta, you're okay with?
It's
Yeah.
bruschetta.
Bruschetta. I know you're the Italian.
But I will say that's toeing the line. There's not much I can do after that. And
Okay, that's at the very edge.
And even when I'm scooping it up, I'm making sure that I'm not getting the big chunks.
Okay.
I don't know why this is this is like 20% of the podcast all the time. Me talking about how much I don't like tomatoes. I can't imagine.
But this is my first time
anybody-
talking to you about it
phenomenon.
in real life,
It's
so it's very exciting to me.
Interesting.
Jasmine, would you like to describe your burger?
Yeah. It was also on a potato bun. It had faux chicken, faux deep fried chicken, with the same beer, onion, confit thing, and lettuce, and spicy mayo. And a tomato. There was a tomato on it.
How was the potato bun, by the way? Did it just taste like a regular bun?
You had some.
I was going to say
You had 2
uneventful,
bites
but
of
it's
it.
not the right
Oh,
word.
yeah.
It was like a bun.
So yeah, it tasted like a regular bun.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you do the bun test. I was watching and waiting, and if you did it, you were super subtle.
I kind of went to pick it up, and then I just let Mallory take the first bite, and I didn't really.
What I
do
really
the bun
wanted
test.
to do
It
is
looked
what is
greasy.
the
I
bun
wanted
test?
to see the pickle slap you in the face. That's what I really
Yeah.
wanted to see, and I didn't see that either.
You didn't see it because
Did it happen?
the onion hit me in the chin, and then the pickle I was very cautious about, and I kind of bit it on the side of my face with the side of my teeth.
You wanted to
I
see
should clarify that
pickle slap him
I've
in the
listened
face?
to every single episode of this podcast.
Yeah, you wouldn't
okay?
get it, Mallory.
So...
Matthew's teeth don't line up quite right, so they aren't good at slicing
say-
I know
quite
that
right.
much about him.
You don't think?
quite perfectly.
I have
And
to
so-
I have to pre-cut everything for him before he eats it, so I know.
I'm sorry, hold on a second. Why can't you pre-cut your own food?
I wasn't aware that you were pre-cutting anything. You pre-cut my food so that it doesn't.
Matthew just thought everything was served in small bits.
What are you pre-cutting?
Home cooked meal in small bits. That's how it
I
comes.
just love that I have to pre-cut everything.
I thought everything
Little,
I
like
eat.
half-inch pieces, you know, so you can fit it in.
That's why every time we're cutting vegetables and stuff, you ask me, "Is this small enough?"
Yeah.
That's
I
love
know
right
That's
there.
very
That's
considerate.
true love
Very
right there.
considerate.
I never thought it was like. I thought it was just like my preference, not like will this fit in your mouth.
Mallory, for at least 2 meals, I'd like you to cut everything in long, thin slices
And then just watch him
and see
try.
how it goes.
Let him see him struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like a salad where you cut the cucumbers all lengthwise, so it's just long,
Kind of
long
just
strips.
flops into his
Yeah.
beard a little bit and
Well, that's
like
it. That's what
marinates there for a while.
Ugh.
Marin. I don't
Why
know.
would it
Come on.
Is it marinating the beard? Is he now getting a
Marinating the
cucumber
beard.
beard, or is
I'd
it a
say
beard
if anything,
cucumber?
maybe it would fester in the beard.
Ugh,
Even worse.
it was terrible. Word.
But marinating is by far worse. It's that means it's soaking
no.
in some juices.
Yeah, but that doesn't imply rotting. That's the difference.
I clean my face, people. I do
Then
clean
why would
it.
it fester?
So I felt
FYI,
my
you're not
bun.
supposed to wash your beard.
I
people.
told you
Okay,
that.
okay, go ahead. Change the
I
subject.
told you that. You're supposed to let natural oils fester in your beard.
I felt my bun, and it wasn't
I
very
felt
oily.
my bun.
You want to see if your bun is very oily on the outside.
You've
Because-
never listened to this
okay.
podcast. It's super clear.
Now the bun has most buns have a very unique shine to them, and you don't know if that shine is it going to rub off in your fingers? Is it just grease or is it embedded into the bun? You want it to be embedded into the bun.
Some buns they'll do an egg wash, and when they bake it, it
Yes,
gets a nice
quite.
golden shine. This bun had a little bit of oiliness and was a little more toasted than I like for a potato bun normally. So that when you squeeze it down at first, it was a little crispy and it broke the shell of it.
Like the dead toad I would talk about sometimes.
I'm sorry, what?
The dead toad. It's what reminds me of these kinds of buns.
Overly crisp
So
buns.
you love these kinds of buns?
I don't like them, no, because it reminds me of a dead toad. Sun-baked toad. We've talked about this.
We have.
What do you know about sun-baked toast?
I was coming home from. We've said this before on the podcast, but I'll give you the quick rundown of it. I was coming home from elementary school. It was a very hot summer day. I saw a toad on the ground. As a child, I had an affinity for toads and frogs, and I went to go pick it up.
Affinity for
and
them.
I went to go pick this little guy up, and my thumb went right through his body like a child picking up a pie.
Good explanation.
That was a real yeah.
And then I was
full visual there.
And I was so upset I just hurled that crispy toads just across the fence. Anyway, whenever I see a bun like that, that's what I picture.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Brings me back to simpler times.
And now
that's why you let Mallory have the first couple bites of the burger.
Yeah. Get the toad thoughts out
I'm the one who took the burger and I squished down the bun at first. That's why.
Only you knew
That's
what
why
you
you
were
gave
doing.
me the first
I don't
bite.
think my bun did that. I think my bun stayed round.
So, Mallory, you actually had the first bites of anyone at the table. What were your first thoughts on this burger?
Oh my god. Okay. I loved the burger. I loved it.
Wow, that's such high praise. Already.
I really liked the barbecue sauce.
You said you said it was overpowering because that's all you could taste, right?
Yes.
So you had 2 bites of this burger.
I liked the barbecue sauce.
Okay. How did the texture? How was the meat texture?
It was ground. It was ground beef.
I'm just saying, you're the only person who didn't order a burger for this burger podcast.
I got the lobster bisque poutine. I liked the
You don't have to have liked everything. I just
you
want
can talk
your.
about what you don't like.
I just want your.
No,
your honest
I liked
opinion.
it. I mean, I only had a corner of the burger, a very small bite, but I enjoyed it. The predominant taste was the barbecue sauce. It reminded me of Smoking Barbecue, the restaurant, and I enjoyed the I enjoyed the taste.
I agree.
Quite.
I agree.
And then I had my lobster bisque poutine.
You're just so professional all of a sudden. I
would like to be clear that despite the fact that Mallory said she only ate a corner of the burger, it was a round burger.
A round burger. But yes, and your hands. I want to note your hands got very messy after just one bite, so it was a pretty drippy burger.
It was the barbecue sauce.
Yes, it was. I don't like barbecue sauce in burgers.
Yes.
Matthew, what were your thoughts on the burger?
Flavor.
I love barbecue sauce in burgers.
Do you really?
No, I just said I
said he
didn't.
hated
Oh, okay.
I don't normally
That didn't seem like
that,
something
but
that you
I
would love.
enjoyed it.
No. I wouldn't have ordered this burger normally, except the only competing burger was barely any competition because there wasn't even
The veggie
cheese
burger?
on it. No, like the just the burger. There was no cheese, no curd cheese. I had to add the bacon if I wanted it. It was not worth it. So I got this, even though it was covered in barbecue sauce, and I kind of regret. I wish I just would have said no barbecue sauce. Maybe give me a little bit of,
Maybe the spicy mayonnaise that was on the other ones?
Yeah, I think I would have liked that a little more. But as it was not that impressive. Too drippy. I will say I was not that impressed with this burger. You advised me against getting a taco for $2. I kind of wish I got that taco because it would have been a nice break from that little burger I had.
But in the end, it would have been $4.
It would have, yeah. You don't say $2 tacos. Minimum 2 tacos, so minimum $4.
$4 taco pairs?
Yeah, now I'm getting. It's like, oh, you want a taco for $2? You can't have it unless you find someone that you want to share it with. And we're not going to tell you that right away. One guy, it's just a broken telephone is going on at this place.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. There was the
Maybe our
poutine
waitress
problem.
was just not
There was the
good.
taco problem. I don't know. I feel like she was towing the company line.
Well,
It
maybe
wasn't
she
a
was just
problem.
phoning it in.
It was
Maybe.
a problem for me.
I mean,
if you're gonna spend $2, why not spend $4 at that point?
Because
Why
what
not-
if you're
why
only
not
hungry
spend-
for one taco?
Yeah.
But the tacos are really small. Come on,
They
you
are
do you
probably
know
eat
that?
like 10
I didn't
of
have
I didn't
any.
know,
I didn't
but
see
like
any.
the regular
They're
price
always
taco was
small.
like
Yeah,
$7,
they're
$8. So that's got to be a
But you
fairly...
get 3 for the regular price taco.
You get 3?
Yeah.
Then what's the deal? Like, what's the...
Oh, maybe you get 2.
Hold on, is
Sorry.
it $6 for 3 tacos
Maybe
normally?
it's 2.
Oh, but on Tuesdays, you can buy them in pairs.
Yeah.
Maybe
You don't need that
maybe
third
you
one.
Get 2. I've had them before, but maybe it's only 2.
Sometimes I wish we did it. Like, I didn't... Sometimes I go to a restaurant and I wish I didn't have to order the burger. Mallory, you got to live that dream today.
I live the dream.
But we had a big debate about if we had to get burgers or not.
Yeah. I think the consensus was we did.
Yes, it was.
And I just was flabbergasted when Poutine came.
Well, Mallory had a
can't
couple bites
pass
of your
it up.
burgers, so I thought it was
can't
okay.
pass up a lobster bisque poutine. Come on, guys.
So Mallory, you should do what my usual strategy is order things that aren't the burger in addition to the burger.
That's what I was going to do.
And
If
regret
we
the
had the
meal.
poutine, we poutine. I was
Yeah.
going to get a burger and poutine.
So, Sebastian, how did you like your burger?
So
Same things I got, except you had a tomato in there.
exactly. I don't think I mentioned why I had the rundown of everything in there that there is bacon, but you mentioned that.
I think it's it came up
Okay.
at some point.
I thought they advertise that there's curd cheese in there, and there is, but there's so little that it gets lost, which is a big disappointment. Onion rings inside a burger, good idea, but in practice it almost always goes badly because you take a bite, your onion ring shell stays in there, and then a whole sliver of onion gets pulled out.
Yeah.
And hits
So
you
now
in the chin.
Hits you in the chin,
Exactly.
you're slurping up bits of onion, and now you just have breading in your burger.
Yeah.
But the breading's the best part.
I disagree. I think the whole onion ring, all parts of it together, are the best.
I'd be happy to have
All of
onion rings without the onion.
Well, Jasmine, you and I will go out one time. I'll suck out the onions, you eat the bread,
I would love it.
and it'll be a gross ordeal.
That sounds amazing.
I do think the barbecue sauce was overpowering. There are a lot of things going on in this burger, and you don't really get to enjoy them all because barbecue sauce is taking over. Yeah. The other cheeses, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 cheeses, to be entirely honest. I know my grilled cheese, my John McClane on a drink grilled cheese definitely had multiple cheeses and better cheeses. The lettuce, which you mentioned, being very leafy in your burger, Mallory, I actually noted as well. It was very leafy, and it added a nice texture to the burger.
Yes.
Really, mine was just wilted.
Is there a butt following this?
No. Well, there is a but. I did but because Jasmine's burger, I had a
It was
bite
super
of,
wilted.
and the leaves in there were very disappointing.
Oh.
The whole. I'll get back to Jasmine's burger in a moment.
I can get to my burger too, but yes, you can also talk about my burger.
I'm so excited. You should talk about everyone's burger.
The beef patty was all right. It tasted like it was well seasoned. It was pretty juicy. I was a little disappointed when I wasn't asked how I would like it cooked. I could have had it a little less cooked than it was. It was well done. On the whole, the burger was all right, though. I was a little disappointed at how crispy the bun was because I really like a potato bun. I think a potato bun, the whole point is that it's so soft and a little sweet. And the barbecue sauce took away from the sweetness of the potato bun. The toastiness took away from the softness of it. Why are we using a potato bun at all if we're going to treat it like this? Jasmine, what'd you think of your burger?
I'm not allowed to just out and out say how I feel.
You're not
about it.
rating it yet.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
just describing it a bit.
The mock chicken was overcooked and not very good
Which to me, I don't even understand how that works.
because it got so dry and chewy that it was just like eating jerky, which was not great. Because it should still be juicy, even if it's not real meat. It should still be juicy.
It's true.
My lettuce was wilty. My tomato was tasteless. I didn't even know it was there until I opened up the bun because I was like, I'm just gonna eat the rest of this chicken because I'm not gonna finish my bun or lettuce. There's spicy mayo that wasn't spicy, and
It's true. We added a bunch of liquid smoke.
the liquid smoke gave it a little bit of flavor, tiny bit of flavor. My poutine with tater tots was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is it the tater tots that made it amazing?
Of course.
How was the sauce?
Well, I'm always happy when I can eat a sauce. So It was good. Well, because most of the time they're not vegetarian, I can't eat
Yes.
it in. So I'm